Hey again everyone, and thanks so much for tuning in. So today's topic I've actually really been looking forward to, and that's actually going to be on phones, right? And more specifically, the fact that I have never owned your standard smartphone. So to bring you guys back a little bit in the journey, so I grew up in the age where flip phones were a thing, okay? So if that dates me, I'm sorry, but if not, hey, glad. But anyways, so my first phone was just some random Samsung flip phone. It was just this tiny little, clamshell, and that was that. I ran into the ocean excitedly within my pocket when I was in 10th grade, and well, we tried the rice, and he had a proper burial. But then, move forward, then my mom gave me this hand-me-down, flip phone that she was no longer using because she got a newer phone, which was one of those little slidey phones. And then, that one was like this purplish color that just, people in high school were making fun of me. It wasn't great. So then that led me into, my mom let me choose my own, okay? And so that was this one here, okay? This is the Verizon Exilm, huh? Yeah, how's that for a phone? Now, you might be thinking, oh yeah, okay, that's just a flip phone, right? This one, yeah, that's right. Once a flip phone, now a camera, huh? And so this phone here served me for probably 3 years. 4 years. Absolutely love this phone. There's nothing quite like the simplicity of, oh my gosh, I used to be able to do the texting so fast on here. Not that I was ever much of a text messenger anyways, but this phone, loved it. And so on a less than faithful day, I made the mistake of, I was trying to impress this girl, and so I was on this pull-up bar, I was lifeguarding, and then I had it in my pocket. I was doing something crazy, and then it fell out of my pocket and smashed on the rocks below, hence the screen here and the camera there. But no, that did not stop me. I actually still use this even with the cracked screen for probably another 6 months before I then, decided, okay, enough is enough. And I got my next flip phone. I couldn't seem to locate that one around. Once I find it, I will give you guys a thorough review on that. But so I ended up getting that one back in 2014. And so I used that one there for the next 3 years. And so that one's lifespan came to an end when I dropped it like so. And because it was open, it was vulnerable. When it's closed, it's impervious. But once it's open, that's it. It's much like a tortoise in his shell. When he's tucked and hidden away, he's impervious. But the second he pops his head out, it's fair game. So then after that phone, I used that one again for an excessive amount of time. I want to say for another 1.5 years. Even with the cracked screen, and it just over time it became darker and darker, but I would just use the tiny corner that I could see to basically I'd press the space button a number of times in order to move the text from the messages, so that way I could see what I was typing, or I could read what other people were trying to say. And again, that served pretty well for quite a while. And it ultimately ended up being the fact that I wanted a Fitbit. And I knew that I had to have some sort of smartphone or whatever in order to be able to use it properly, at least. And so after a rigorous search, there were a couple of options as far as flip phones I saw that may or may not have worked. But then that actually led me into this one here, the Gionee W909. So let me get this going here. So this one, oh no, you might be thinking, okay, that's just a flip phone, right? Nope. So it has the touchscreen here, all the fun apps and buttons and everything else like that. 16 megapixel camera on the back. But then, oh wait, there's actually a screen on the front. Ignore that. So yeah. So basically, there was an update on here, and then after I put in a screen password, mistakenly, I never use screen passwords, but I did because I wanted to kind of like lock this one away after I got my new phone, which I can't show you guys unfortunately right now. I might end up doing a video for this one instead, but anyways, yeah, so there you go. So it actually has 2 fully functional screens, and yeah, I mean, this thing is, or was, the greatest. And it wasn't until I updated the firmware on here that I kind of spiraled things out of control, and then I was getting some messages I was not, some calls were coming in, some weren't, and it just became too much of a, a risk factor in a way, in terms of if I needed something important, or if I was looking forward to hearing from somebody, and I might have or might not have. And so that actually led me into my next phone. But before I cover that one as much as I can without being on screen, I do want to show you, see, flip phones, they know how to box a phone. So this is actually the box for the Gionee W909, and look at that, huh? Yeah, that is luxury detailing, if I do say so myself. You pop it open, I mean, come on, velvet? Who does that? And then underneath here we have the boxes where everything was found, and just an elegant presentation overall. I mean, super cool the way that Gionee decided to do this, and I'm not sure that Gionee still actually is a brand. I want to say that there was some overseas scandal thing going on, and then they kind of, exit strategy after that one. But I will at least show you guys for now my other phone's box, and if you thought that one, was a ringer, then check this out. So this is the box for the Samsung W2018, and so this is glass maybe, but yeah, so in a hard box around here, so it's not just some cardboard or something like that. Then my phone sat on the inside here with its own little metal plaque. I mean, again, so cool. Sorry, I think some of this dust is, it's been a while since I've messed with the box. That's just one layer. So you have this top layer here, and then you actually had, even more accessories. So you have the headphones, the charger, port, and then I don't really remember what was in here. I think it was just some random thing that kind of combo alongside its certificate of authenticity. But anyways, I've never seen such a presentation. So for all of you Apple lovers out there, how about them apples? Sorry. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video review, and don't worry, I promise I'll get around to reviewing my actual phone, which, I mean, it blows everything out of the water, so at least in my opinion. But anyways, thank you again, and we'll see you for the next video.